Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my college football picks here for week 6 of the college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate if you do that. I did not add up the totals from last week, so I'll have that for you next week combined with this week's 11 games this week. Let's get into it. 9 in the straight up category. Actually, excuse me, 7 in the straight up category, and then 2 locks and 2 upsets of the week. So let's get into it. Number 23, Texas versus Oklahoma. Neutral site game. Oklahoma's an 8-point dog. I think Texas wins the game, but I got Oklahoma plus 8. It's a rivalry game. It's going to be close. I know Quinn Ewers is coming back, but it's a rivalry game. That's why I'm just going to take Oklahoma plus 8. 38-31 Texas is the score I have. I have number 23 Texas winning the game. Next game, number 8 Tennessee versus LSU. LSU's a 3-point dog at home. Could be looking ahead here if you're Tennessee, because you got Alabama next week. And by the way, next week of college football, week 7 is going to be a huge week. You have some big games next week, but we'll focus on this week. I actually took Tennessee to win and cover. I just think they're the better team. I know LSU's ranked in the AP. I get it. I do think LSU is a top 30-ish team at worst, but I'm going to take Tennessee -3 on the road. 34-28 is the score I have. Number 8 Tennessee winning. Arkansas versus Mississippi State. I think you're going to get a great game here. Mississippi State's a 9-point favorite. I'm going to take Arkansas plus 9, but Mississippi State's going to win from that home crowd at the end. 31-24 is the score I have. And Mississippi State, they're ranked in the AP. They're just outside my top 25. I think people were right. Some people were high on them coming into the season. I wasn't really buying it. But hey, I mean, looks like those people were right. Our first top 25 matchup here, number 9 Utah versus number 22 UCLA. UCLA is a 3.5-point dog at home. Hopefully they can fill the Rose Bowl up some. I do think it's going to be a lot of Utah fans at this game filling it up. If you don't know, UCLA has had a lot of trouble getting at least a decent crowd there at the Rose Bowl. I think the stadium capacity is nearing 90,000, if I'm not mistaken. But, I mean, they've been only getting 30,000 in that stadium of that. So, it's been really bad. A lot of empty seats. But hopefully there is at least maybe 60,000, 70,000 for this one. I am going to take Utah to win and cover. This is a big look ahead spot for Utah because you get USC next week. But I'm just going to have to take Utah. I just think they're the better team. I'm not really sold on UCLA. They're only ranked because they're undefeated. This is number 9 Utah versus number 22 UCLA. Go ahead and give me Utah to win and cover the 3.5-point spread on the road, 27-21. Next game, number 21 BYU versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a 4-point favorite here. This is a neutral site game in Las Vegas, in that brand new stadium where the Raiders play. I'm going to take Notre Dame to win and cover here. I was pretty high on BYU coming into the season. That's kind of tempered down some. Notre Dame, I think, is starting to find their way. Big win against North Carolina. I think that continues. They win and cover the 4-point spread here, 29-22. Washington State versus number 7 USC. USC is a 12.5-point favorite at home. I definitely will be taking Washington State plus 12.5. I'm going to take USC to win the game here, 36-28. I think this is going to be a back and forth game, but USC probably pulls away a little bit late. Go ahead, give me the Trojans to win here, but go ahead and give me Washington State. Give me Wazoo plus 12.5. And then another top 25 matchup here. Number 25 Florida State versus number 14 NC State. NC State's a 3.5-point favorite at home. I think they're going to win and cover. NC State is. I am high on Florida State and still am, but NC State is a better team. I'll take NC State to win kind of a back and forth game, 28-21. Wolfpack in that one over the nose. Now our locks of the week. 2 locks of the week. And these are big spreads for the locks of the week. I'm going to take number 2 Ohio State to go on the road and win and cover the 27-point spread against Michigan State. I just don't think Michigan State's that good of a team. My Terps faced them last week. I honestly think the Terps should have beat them by more than just 2 touchdowns, if you want my honest opinion. They kind of let Michigan State hang around that game. I think Ohio State's just a much better team. The pass defense has not improved. I get that the game's in East Lansing. I know some people are thinking there's going to be a lot of Buckeye fans there. I actually think you're going to get a good crowd from Michigan State, but I just see Ohio State winning this game pretty easily, kind of like last year. Remember, they scored last year, I think it was 49-7 or 56-7. A little bit closer, but 59-21 Ohio State in this one. And then the other lock of the week, Texas A&M versus number 1 Alabama. Alabama is a 24-point favorite at home. I don't care if Bryce Young plays or not. Jalen Malo showed me enough that I think they will cover this 24-point spread at home against Texas A&M. A&M just does not have a good offense at all. Defensively, I think they will keep themselves in this game for a little bit. But Bama's just going to pull away. 45-14 Alabama is the score I have, and them winning the game and covering the spread. And then the upsets of the week. The only rule for upsets is that they have to be at least a 3-point dog. I'll admit one of these upsets is kind of right at that 3-point mark, but the other one is a touchdown underdog. And that's the other top 25 matchup, the game that College Game Day's at. Number 18 TCU versus number 17 Kansas. I got Kansas. They're a 7-point dog in this one. I'm going to take Kansas plus 7 to win the game outright. 35-31 is the score I have. Why not? I mean, they have College Game Days there. The crowd's fired up. In my opinion, I think you just gotta go Kansas in this one. So go ahead, give me Kansas. I don't care that they're a 7-point dog. 35-31 is the score I have. And then the other upset of the week, because I usually like lining up the locks and the upsets of the week the same amount and upper. I'm going to go ahead and take Georgia Tech at home to continue the little hot streak. They beat a ranked Pitt team last week. I think that continues. They're at home against a Duke team that does have a decent record, but the talent is probably just about even. Go ahead and give me Georgia Tech plus 3.5 at home to pull off the upset. 17-15, kind of a weird game. But go ahead, give me the Yellow Jackets to win the game outright. So those are my 2 upset picks. Those are my 11 picks. I'll have the totals lined up for you next week. I am kind of looking ahead to next week for college football, I'll admit. But you do have some good games this week. You have the Red River Shootout. Tennessee LSU is going to be a good game. Utah and UCLA is a ranked matchup. Florida State and NC State's a ranked matchup. BYU and Notre Dame is a borderline ranked matchup. So you do have some big games this week. So we'll see what happens. But comment down below. Tell me your picks. I always like hearing from you all. Thanks for watching the video. Hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to your channel. Greatly appreciate you do that. McD the Beast signing off.